We are going to learn about PHP data types. PHP having a total 8 data types are there, which we can construct different types of variables. The data types are integers, doubles, booleans, null, string, arrays, object, and resources. Here integers are actually whole numbers without decimal point, like 4195. Doubles are floating point numbers like which is having a decimal part as well as fractional part, like example 3.141.59 or else 49.1. Booleans have only two possibilities, either true or false. So null is a special type that only one value, that is null, null. Strings are a sequence of characters like PHP supports string operations. Arrays is named an index collection of other values. So arrays are used instead of, let's say, if you want to store some 100 values, instead of storing 100 variables, if you create array of length 100, so it is useful for us. Objects are instances of programmer-defined classes, which are packages of both other kinds of values, functions that are specific to the class. So objects can be created by using class keyword. So resources are special variables that hold references to the external PHP. Like resources, nothing but when you want to do database operations. Like in that scenario, we can our PHP also can hold the database addresses like that. So that in that case we can use resources. So this is the 8 types of data types supported by the PHP. So integers are whole numbers which is having there is no any decimal point. So the integer range between minus 2147483 to 211247483 So this is the range of integer data type. So in PHP. So while declaring integers, integer must have at least one digit. Integer must not have any decimal point. The integer can be either positive or negative number. Integers can be specified in three formats. One is decimal, second one is hexadecimal, third one is octal. Decimals, nothing but 10, radix is 10, and hexadecimal nothing but radix is 16. Octal is nothing but radix is 8. So if you want to assign decimal value, simply we are writing writing the numbers, any combination of 0 to 9. If you want to assign hexadecimal value to the variable, it is a 16 base number, nothing but it should consist of preceded by hexadecimal value preceded by 0x, nothing but 0x some hexadecimal number, and octal preceded by the 0. After that, any number in octal system is combination of 0 to 7. So in this way, integers can be declared in PHP. Next, this is an example of integers. So here I have written the code, PHP code. So $x is a variable because x is a $x is variables are declared by using dollar. So $x is a variable. So we are assigning a value 5985 to the variable. So var underscore dump is a function which is used to know about the data type. So here integer value is assigned to the x. So that output will be integer. And next example, integer here $x value is float value, so that var underscore dump is to know about what is the data type. So the output is float. So final the var underscore dump function returns the data type and value. So in order to know about data type, we can use var underscore dump. So within that we should pass the variable so that it will display the data type and value. And another data type PHP supports, that is null. It is special type of which only one value, that is null, null. So a variable data type null is a variable that has no there is no value to assign to that. So if a variable created without a value, it is automatically created a value of null. So with a variable without assigning anything, just nothing, that is nothing but null only. Variables can also emptied by setting the value to null. So for example, here we have written the code, PHP code for that. Variable for, x is a variable of type string. Why? Because hello world is assigned to that. After that, second line, second statement, $x equal to null. So the output of this var underscore dump is given as null. Output is why? Because even though x is assigned initially a string value, after that we are assigning null, so that the output, the type of the x is null. So finally, the PHP var underscore dump function returns the type and value. So what is the type and value here? Null only. And then PHP supports arrays. Arrays, already I told you, instead of storing 100 variables, 100 values in the 100 variables, if you use array of length 100, so SCNC uses of a programmer, right? So that PHP data type supports arrays. So an array stores multiple values in single variable. So for example, here I declared variable cars, cars variable by using array. So arrays are declared by using array function. Array which is having three parameters here: Volvo, BMW, Toyota. So in order to know about what is the data type of the cars, we are using var underscore dump. So the output of this code is array. So because what is the length of array? 3. And index 0 is pointed to string of what is the length of initial string? Volvo is the 5 letters. So that the length is 5. So next one, next index 1, which is having the content, the value is BMW, the length is 3. And index 2, which is point to the Toyota value, and the length is 6. So this, in this way we can know what is the array. We can declare arrays like this. Okay, later class what types of arrays it can be supported, we can learn. Next data type PHP is objects. So objects are must be explicitly declared. So for in order to create object, declaring object, we are using a class. So first we should use the class keyword in order to write the object. So a class is a structure that can having properties and methods. So this consists of variables as well as methods. So this is an example for objects. See, this is objects can be written by using class keyword. So that here I have written the class car object. Class name is here car, and the method I have declared as function car. This here dollar this model equal to VW. So this is the keyword which points to current object. So that in this way we are creating car object. So here I am calling the I am creating object here some variable name new car. We are assigning this value to the new car here B, and we are printing this one object properties. So by using that object reference, we are calling the model. So that output of this is VW. So in this way, objects can be created. So objects are created by using class keyword. This is a class, already we know class having nothing but which is having properties and methods. So here the constructor, even the class name here, okay, anyway is PHP supports object oriented programming. Next, arrays. So initially array we are learned this is stores one or more similar data type in a single unit, and you can access values by referring to the index of number. So indexes we know starts from 0, and I already told you if you want to store 100 numbers instead of defining 100 variables, it is easy to define an array of 100 length. So in order to create array in PHP, we can use array function. So array is a function used to create an array. So this is the syntax for creating array. And next, there are three types of arrays are there. One is indexed arrays, arrays with numeric index. So, which is index is numeric, that is arrays are called as indexed arrays. And there is associative arrays, arrays with named keys. So, nothing but which are having named keys, associative array. Anyway, we will have an example. Another one is multi-dimensional array, arrays containing one or more arrays. So PHP indexed arrays. There are two ways to create indexed arrays. The index can be assigned automatically. Index always starts at 0. This is already we know. If you create even in C, CPP, Java also, index starts from 0 only. So here the example $cars equal to array. So we are creating array, and also that value will be stored by using cars. So here cars is a array. So cars is a variable of type array. So it is, suppose we are passing three strings, right, in the array: Volvo, BMW, Toyota. So that initially index 0 which consists of Volvo, and index 1 which consists of BMW, index 2 which consists of Toyota. In this way index arrays are declared. And so that's what we have written snippets code for the search. So here we have written the same code in PHP. So $cars equal to array, passing three arguments, and echo I like. This simply output console we have written. So echo I like $cars at index at 0. So we are calling index at 0 by using index. So that what is the output for this? Volvo. I like Volvo, that is, and within double comma, okay, and some index 1. So comma BMW, and the output like this: I like Volvo, comma BMW and Toyota. So we are printing by using corresponding indexes. That is indexed arrays. So get the length of array. So in order to know about length of the array, a count is a function which is to return the length of the number of elements in the array. Suppose here, what is the length of index first? Here, length of array is what? So it is gives anyway we'll know about this length of this. So 3, length of array is 3. So here, in order to know about length of array, this is snippet code for that. So $cars array, which is having 3 arguments. So in order to know the length of array, we are using count function. Count function. Next. So loop through an indexed array. So to loop through and print all the values in indexed array, could use for loop like this. So in order to print the values, so how to use for loop in PHP? So simply here we are declaring array first, then we are knowing about what is the length of array, okay, and then so the array length we are knowing by using count function, and that can be stored in variable. And then we are running the for loop. Initial $x equal to 0, $x less than length of array, okay, semicolon, $x plus plus. So simply within the for loop we have written the state like index like corresponding value in which is having in array. Okay, by observing output we can understand. So this is about indexed arrays.